Welcome back to Sandy, Utah, and the United States and Switzerland tied at 0. Beautiful part of the country here at the base of the Wasatch Mountains in downtown Salt Lake City. Earlier, Julie Foudy, my partner, had an opportunity to catch up with U.S. women's national team coach Jill Ellis.
When you look back at the Sweden loss, what's been the overriding emotion and lesson that you've carried forward?
It was a really, really tough loss to swallow, especially, going out in the quarterfinal game. But it's always something that we can learn from. We can be better. We had a lot of chances that game. We know they sat in. We know that they had one opportunity to score, and they did that, and we did not. And that's why we went home. And, I can look at myself and say, I should have probably finished more chances in that game. I think we can all self-reflect and look back and know that this moment in time is going to make us hungrier for the next cycle. Jill is steering the ship. She's doing things her way. It's going to be her way or the highway. And if you don't, jump on board and, just do the role that you're being asked of, you won't be here. And I think it's great. I think that we all need to be held more accountable. I think that the environment needs to become more competitive.
You have been vocal. You sent a letter to all the players about whether you have 200 caps or 1. It's going to be based on performance.
Right.
What else have you changed in terms of just the atmosphere and how things are going to be done in these next 3 years?
I think that messaging is a big part of it, because I think it allows, puts everyone on kind of notice, right? And obviously the players that maybe haven't had opportunity, they see a massive opportunity. So I think that in and of itself creates a change.
What type of player do you think this team needs the most?
The profile of the player is a player that's going to be, they have to have the mentality piece, but now the honest is how we want to play. I talked to the team the other night. It's the score sheet only shows so much. We need to be proud in not just the what happened, but how it happened. And so the technical player is, I think, thriving in this environment, and I think that's a big part of the profile.
What did that Sweden loss teach you?
When a team is going to be that compact, you certainly can always break a team down with ball movement, but suddenly having that player that can solve pressure individually, a la Crystal Dunn. That's what Crystal Dunn can do. It's suddenly, now you suddenly create a numbers up situation. Players that can operate in between tight spaces, in lines. Lindsey Horan, Mallory Pugh, if you look at their profiles, they're very technical players. So I think, we've known that, and I think it's just continuing in that vein.
What keeps you up at night?
I'm energized. I sleep very well. I am. I always think, as a college coach, I always loved to, that freshman class would come in and it would change the dynamic. And I think that's where we're at with this team. I love it. That's why I left college. I love the international game. I think it's intoxicating. And, I get to work with phenomenally motivated and talented players.